Hey, what's up, guys? Meteorologist Doug Hetty, Weather 2020 video. It is Tuesday afternoon. I hope your week has started off great. You've enjoyed the cooler temperatures across the region. We have nice temperatures sticking around. We have a hurricane to talk about, or soon to be hurricane, and more rain, which is going to be rolling into the Central Plains. First off, huge shout out to my boy Superior Roofing and Construction, a four-state premier roofing contractor. They do all kinds of stuff, but even if you want your roof just checked out, give them a call. Numbers right there on the screen. Ask for Cole, Evan, or Carlos. They'll get you hooked up. Make sure you mention my name. All right, let's go ahead, jump in. So we have this upper level low, which is rotating through Kansas and Oklahoma. So this is keeping a reinforcement shot of cooler air pushing into the region. Plus, it's giving us more clouds and a few showers. So you can see some showers through central Missouri down through southeastern parts of Kansas. If anything, thunderstorms start to develop later today. It'd be southern parts of Arkansas, or Oklahoma, I'm sorry. And then also we have some severe potential from Cincinnati, Knoxville, Louisville, Kentucky, down to about Nashville, Tennessee. So if we zoom in right now, you can see these light showers kind of pushing through southeastern Kansas. I'll zoom in a little bit from Garnett, Mound City, Iola, Chanute, Fredonia, and then all the way back through north central parts of Missouri. But these will sink south and east, so most likely we're going to have the clouds kind of sticking around all day and those light showers. But look at this. Look at the upper level flow right out of Canada. So this kind of pumps in right over this ridge, pumps in this cooler air right on top of us, and that's why we're seeing pretty nice conditions. And then we have our developing hurricane, and these two are going to rotate around each other. The Fujiwara effect, where two storm systems pivot around a center point, which is pretty cool. We don't see it very often. All right, so let's take a look. So here's Helene. She is going to track off toward the north and to the east. Now, with Weather 2020, remember, you can get our global predictor 6-month forecast. Gary Lezak and I, we did our hurricane forecast back in March. And because it's a cycling weather pattern, we can predict where hurricanes are at least a possibility to about 75-80%, which is pretty good. We had one hitting this part of Florida on September 25th. Today's the 24th, so we're going to be about a day off. That's pretty impressive. So we're pretty pumped about that. Obviously not a hurricane, but that the forecast panned out. But this should be a strong Category 2 to Category 3 hurricane. Now remember, on the right side of hurricanes, this is where the strongest part of the storm is. So if we look through here, this is where we usually get tornadic activity, plus you get the storm surge, which pushes inland right across the region. So, of course, the western half of the peninsula of Florida needs to keep our eyes on this hurricane as it starts to push in. Then some of this moisture will start to wrap back in to the Central Plains by the time we head into the weekend. So you can see the remnants of Helene making it all the way up into parts of Indiana. So it stays east of Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Missouri, but it doesn't mean that that moisture won't push in. So let me show you. Let's go through time. All right, so here's our upper level wave right now. Here comes the hurricane, and I'm going to stop it as the hurricane works in. So it's making landfall. So this is Thursday evening. So we have an upper level low south of Joplin, hurricane in parts of Florida. Watch how these pivot around each other, that Fujiwara effect. Watch how they pivot around each other. So our upper level low stays in eastern parts of Arkansas, but the moisture transports back toward the west into the Central Plains, the areas that actually need the rain, because of course we've been in drought situations over the past couple months. So let's get a closer look at this. Let's go through time. All right, showers continue to push through this afternoon, even a few rumbles of thunder, northern parts of Kansas, as this reinforcement shot of cooler air works in. Any showers that are out there will be out in northwest Arkansas by midnight, down into central Arkansas, and then by Wednesday morning, pretty much gone. Cooler behind it, Wednesday looks good. Look at these temps. 75 Joplin, 77 Joplin, 78 Oak City, 81 in Fort Smith, St. Louis up to 75 degrees. Clouds will start to increase late Wednesday into Thursday across Missouri and also Arkansas. This is the beginnings of Helene, that moisture which is going to start to drive back toward the west. You can see all the rain, St. Louis, Illinois, Indiana. So if we get another look at this, let's go into Friday. Here comes that rain. So it gets to West Plains, it gets to Little Rock, Fayetteville, should get to Joplin. Joplin is going to be that northwest extent of seeing this moisture. Very similar to what we had with the last, when Beryl affected us. It's taken a very similar, the upper level low is going to end up being in a very similar spot. So on and off showers, Missouri, Arkansas, all the way into Saturday. You can still see Joplin kind of on that northwest extent. Jeff City, St. Louis, Little Rock, showers. Look at the temps. Pretty cool due to that cooler air from Canada. And then by Sunday, this finally starts to push off toward the east. But we get a nice stretch of really good temperatures. We're going to be staying into the 70s, the lower 80s as we go through the next week. All right, rainfall for the rest of the week. The heaviest rain with Helene is going to be Jonesboro, Little Rock, West Plains, St. Louis. A lot of areas picking up 2 to 4 inches of rain. And then lesser amounts once you push west and northwest. So Fort Smith about an inch, in Joplin, Springfield, Kansas City, Topeka, Tulsa, Oklahoma City. Not much at all, but we will take whatever rain we can get with this system. So this keeps our temperatures kind of in check as we go through the next week. We do have those rain chances, which of course we definitely need. We are going to see a slow warming trend as we go through next week. And then once we get into October, the new cycling weather pattern will be fully set, which I'm excited about. We have a very weak La Nina neutral influence that we are going to see, but I'm pretty pumped to see this new cycling weather pattern. Hopefully it produces more rain, and hopefully for me, because I'm a winter lover, more snow as we get into the winter, and we're going to be talking a lot more about that as the weeks to come. All right, guys, questions, comments, leave it in the comment section below. Hope you have a great Tuesday afternoon.